Hi there, people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Time is starting 3:15 here. 3:15, yes, AM. And I'm doing two videos for you. First episode is done, which is French Avenue fragrance. And I am looking ridiculous wearing this leather jacket in the middle of summer. I'm sweating actually inside, so even the AC is like around 20s, but trying to make it look like it's winter. So there's a reason for it. The reason is from the title you can see it's a James Bond. It's a James Bond, what he wears. No, this is not what he wears, but I would imagine what the character of James Bond, the iconic hero, 007, 007, he would wear ideally in different conditions, different places, day and night. And James Bond was portrayed by many actors. I think maybe there were 6 actors. So our time, I think, let me read out all the names of James Bond actors. I think the recent one was Daniel Craig. Okay, I think he's being replaced by another actor right now. There was Sean Connery, Roger Moore, Pierce Brosnan, Timothy Dalton, and George Lazenby. I think that's the last one, the James Bond. I haven't. This was before my time, so I did not watch anything from his movies. Maybe should have, right? And my time, I would actually say Pierce Brosnan was the hero of my time. GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, and The World Is Not Enough, right? Those are the 3. Maybe he did more, I don't know. But then Daniel Craig, I did watch some of them, but my favorite remains also Roger Moore. Like people will be laughing like he's not the best Bond, but yeah, back in the days he was funny, he was good looking. And there was this movies like Octopussy, so the name, So there was one movie actually that took place in India as well. So I'm not an expert on James Bond, but the movies that I watched, like Tomorrow Never Dies, my favorite film, I watch it over and over and over again. And then GoldenEye, right? So I would imagine like James Bond characters, they would be a little bit like different than normal people. They would not be wearing Bleu Chanel, on a mission, or Dior Sauvage. But, let's say on a mission, daytime, when the first in the morning, going to the beach, or when he's going, the daytime action sequences, and then somewhere maybe in a bar, or in a casino, because James Bond covers a lot of things, but on most part he is a flirt, and he's a charming guy. He's very smooth with the ladies. Let's go one by one. First thing, let's go daytime. I would think he would go by Dior Eau Sauvage, something like this, Armani Eau Purum, this kind of fragrances, because these are back in the days, this was a style of perfumes. Okay, this one has a lot of lemon. Okay, and I think rosemary, there's vetiver, there's this nice watery accord, but mostly it smells like lemons, and very old school classic gentlemanly. And there's something about this fragrance is magical. It goes away, it comes back. So before this stuff gets discontinued or something, you can give it a try. This is such a posh fragrance. This was the first lemon-based perfumes. Go check Rob Zoid's review on this. Mark said this was the first fragrance of lemony type of perfumes that showed the way, and then afterwards there were like thousands of them, right? Dior Eau Sauvage, the EDT version. I just absolutely love this perfume in summer. Second one is not really fresh because it goes spicy. It's a spicy aromatic fragrance. In a way, maybe a little bit of barbershop, maybe lavender, but the opening is very lemony, and this very strong fragrance. This one is very spicy. Maybe there's leather. This Aramis For Him. You can see from the bottle, this is not from this era. Okay, tall nozzles like these are not from this era. Right from the atomizer, this one smells like a father figure, like people who wear Old Spice. Back in the days, they wear this. Okay, so Aramis For Him, it's a mature fragrance. Okay, this one I would imagine maybe Sean Connery is wearing this after the shower. Maybe back in the days this used to be a splash, and then after the shower and shaving, they use this very masculine perfume. A little bit lemony opening, but it goes a little bit strong, spicy, leathery perhaps. Okay, and this fragrance is not for faint of hearts. Okay, so check it out, Aramis For Him. There are many other Aramis fragrances which are good. That one is the most popular one. Next one, with a suit, let's say this fragrance, I would say that maybe Octopussy, right? That's the episode where Roger Moore went India, right? And I think maybe in the set of the Indian hotels or casinos, he was wearing this. I'm just imagining Boucheron Jaipur, and Jaipur is in India. There are 2 versions. The EDT, it's in another shelf, so I took out the EDP. These are both very old batches. Okay, I have this one. I need to get a backup because I heard this is getting rare to find. But Jaipur, is a fragrance, oriental fragrance. It has maybe vanilla and stuff, but it has spices. Okay, in the opening, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. It reminds me a little bit of pure malt sometimes in a way, but such a handsome, gentlemanly fragrance. Maybe there's Sanlud, I don't remember even, but it's a spicy Oriental fragrance, man. This is a man's man perfume, lasts a long, long time. Okay, so evening time, Jaipur by Boucheron. You can get EDT or EDP. Okay, either way, they're good. EDT is good for summer, EDP is good for winter. So that's about it for the freshies. Now we're going to enter a little bit dark side. Okay, so dark fragrances. This one can be up for debate. Many of you may say like this is not James Bond style. Maybe not back in the days, but in upcoming days, or even like uh, Daniel Craig, right? This character is like, the guy is a very good actor. Trust me, he's a very serious guy, and he's been humor. He barely laughs. But if you watch James Bond, like if you watch the guy I was talking about, like Pierce Brosnan, I used to watch Remington Steele, the TV serial, and he is one of the most handsome looking guys. Okay, like there was a movie like something something. I just remember Royal Thomas Crown Affair. That movie, amazing film. So he's like in his prime when he was at, he looked flawless. Daniel Craig sometimes could look a little bit rough, but this guy I'm talking about, Pierce Brosnan, okay, in his prime, this guy, to me, he's the most handsome actor ever. Uh, Pierce Brosnan. If you do not know, let me see if I can find. Yeah, let's show you one of his James Bond photos. Man, look at that, and that's a James Bond, right? So yeah, you may not agree, but if I can imagine James Bond when he's flirting with some Russian agents or something, and he's going with that tuxedo. I was thinking to put Armani coat, but no, I went with La Nuit de l'Homme, okay, because I love this. I want to put this somehow in this list. Let's say he's wearing a black tuxedo, or even a black leather jacket. Unlike mine, this is not very expensive. It's just like, okayish, right? So let's say he's on the bike, this bike action sequence, and he's like Michelle Yeoh, and him. They're just riding on a bike on Tomorrow Never Dies, and she would smell this on him, and they were like, oh, attracted, So usually, like, that's how the flirty scenes. I just love James Bond's girlfriends and his affairs, his tragedies. Just it. Even though I'm not an expert, the movies that I watched them multiple times, right? So he really loves his girls. So yeah, one for the James Bond girls. Bond girls is like La Nuit de l'Homme, the cardamom, bergamot, lavender, chocolate. Okay. Next one, I put it ahead of La Nuit de l'Homme, not because this is a better fragrance. I put it ahead because I think James Bond would actually wear this. This is a rugged man's fragrance. It's very affordable perfume. This is British style perfume. This is called Bogurt Purum by Jacques Bogart. This bottle is cheap. Compared to La Nuit de l'Homme, it's much, much cheaper. This fragrance is known to be a powerhouse barbershop style perfume, but I would say this is a more rugged version of pure Havane. On the dry down, the cherry, and then the lavender, whatever, it makes it feel a lot like pure Havane. Okay, and I just love this. There's a cherry tobacco thing in there. I mean, the cherry in there is, I haven't worn it since last winter. See, it didn't spray. Yeah, didn't spray twice. Okay, third time. Man, after a long time smelling this is great stuff. Okay, this is something I can think like a rugged James Bond on the run, running around the city with a tank. This looks like a tank itself, isn't it? So Bogart Purum, very masculine, long-lasting perfume, affordable too. Now talking about that similar style perfume, but beastly performance. Yesterday I was watching a Scent of South Jersey. I think that's his channel's name. This dude looks good. He is straight up like Italian, from the Italian, he got the looks, he got the eyes, he got the hair. And that guy reviews a lot of barbershop style, or masculine OG fragrances. This was there in his review, Pakaraban Purum. And I definitely agree. This is also my favorite since my journey started. In 2016, I wore this a lot outdoors, okay? Green, oak mossy, okay? Maybe it's a similar brother to Azaro Purum, Kurom, okay, fragrance like that, or Jacques Bogart signature. This one is great. If you like green fragrances, man, nature-like, and a little bit of vanilla I also get. It's a weird combination. The dry down is so much better, and there are florals in there, I guess, but this fragrance is masculine man. So yeah, that oak mossy thing, Pakaraban Purum, I would think Sean Connery like guys would wear this, very masculine, manly. And back in 70s, 80s, I think this was the trend. Okay, so there you go. So the next row are all dark perfumes. Some of them are sweet, but some of them are dark. Let's go. I think number 7, I guess. Yeah, number 7 is I'm going to pick up this fragrance, Polo Oud. Okay, this from far looks like polo green, which is a great choice by itself because that one is a green leathery perfume, but this fragrance is more modern. There is hardly any oud in there. There's woody, there's green, and I just love this fragrance. There's spices. At first, when you spray this, you will not think much of it. This used to be 120 $25. Now it's more like 80 85. This is a sleeper. I mean, like this one, people sleep on this like, oh, Polo, Ralph Lauren, what do they know? They know. Okay, they are making good fragrances now, and this fragrance is good for entering a casino, having a nice drink. I don't remember what James Bond drank, maybe a scotch, I don't know. Anyway, so Polo Oud smells like that fantastic vintage, like Ralph Lauren Safari, the heritage. This one is modern day James Bond fragrance. Okay, you can see even the crest. Look at the bottle. It looks like James Bond playing, that Polo game, right? Okay, so yeah, Polo, Ralph Lauren, Oud. Next one, yeah, modern day James Bond, I would say. This is the fragrance. If you like me to suggest a nice boozy vanilla sweet fragrance, this one is definitely in there. Mercedes-Benz Club Black, sexy fragrance. Every time I smell this on people, whenever they wear this kind of a DNA, there are at least 3 or 4 fragrances that smell like this. I think Spiritus Double Veni, I cannot say that name. There's a Kilian fragrance that inspired this, and also there are a few more, like there's one that tall bottle. I have it somewhere there. Yeah, hold on, let me show you. That is very similar to this. This one is something cologne. This is called Eau de Maisons Cologne. If you know these boozy vanilla kind of fragrances, and if you like what's that note? Not just vanilla. There was that just now I reviewed. Anyway, so I can remember there's the sweet note. This one has it. Let me see if I can get the benzoin. Yeah, this is the fragrance. Okay, beast mode. Get 2-3 bottles back up. It's getting more pricey now. Mercedes-Benz Club Black, beautiful sexy fragrance for dating at nighttime. Okay, so let's go next one. Next one is going to be a fragrance. Okay, a dupe, but the OG I don't have. If I had, I would show you. This is called French, the names are long. French Avenue, I think Spectre, Wraith. Okay, I always struggle with the name. Look at the bottle, even it has a bullet. Goes with the theme already. But this one is inspired by, I think I forgot the original's name also. That one is what the I what did I write? Black to back? No, Black Phantom. Yeah, Black Phantom. Just let me show you what I wrote. My handwriting is terrible, man. Let me just show you what I wrote, man. Can you even make it out? And I was writing in a rush. I had too much honey tea. Okay, so this fragrance smells a lot like that on a budget, and of course doesn't have the quality of Kilian, but on its own, beautiful. It has coffee, it has plum, it has booze, maybe a bit of tobacco. Great fragrance. I think nighttime, man, those night car chases, amazing fragrance. I would imagine there's a movie, Spectre. Isn't it like there's a movie like from James Bond? Something Spectre. Yeah, anyway. So this one I'll write down the name, don't worry. So now number 4, I would say very with so much honor, Hugo Boss. This is Boss Bottle Elixir. This fragrance is one of the fragrance I love nowadays. This and Absolute, both are great, but Absolute is a little bit on the sweeter side, which I have already shown. This is dark leather and very smoky, patchouli perhaps. This is niche level fragrance. Okay, they're playing niche territory. That's why it's $100 plus. Okay, so if you like your James Bond themes be dark, dang, those serious action sequence. I don't know why I sang that song. Boss Bottle, and this is called Elixir. Excellent fragrance with great push. Number 3, The World Is Not Enough. This is the fragrance, Tom Ford Noir Anthracite. This is a perfume. It's totally different from everything is in this list. Okay, this fragrance is smoky. It has that metal smell. It has this smell from earth, which is spicy. I don't know how they made this and how come this didn't sell. This one it deserved to be in that niche line of Tom Ford Private Blend. Okay, such a great fragrance. This can't be hard to find, so expensive now, but yeah, this is a fragrance when remember, like in the action sequence, sometimes there's a huge like fight sequence and there's this explosions, and what remains, this is the smell from the earth, the ash, the metal, the I don't know what else is in there. It's just like a weird smell. It's just there's nothing can be compared. But the anthracite, if you go and read what anthracite is, I think that would make this fragrance, meaningful. Tom Ford Noir Anthracite, definitely for the war scenario. Number two and number one, sweeter. Both of them are sweet, but this one is a little bit spicy sweet. This is my favorite Issey Miyake fragrance, L'Eau d'Essai, and I'm sweating. L'Eau d'Essai Purum Noir Ambre. Okay, I wish I bought back a bottle of this. Okay, because this is getting so expensive, so rare. From everything I have from Issey Miyake, this nothing beats it. I had Oin Sans, okay, the other brother from it, the Noir collection. Nothing comes close. This one is the next best thing to Grand Soir. It's more interesting than Grand Soir. Okay, check out my review, how much I loved it, always gave it 10. This is the Sophisticated Gentleman at Bar. Okay, this one smells quality, niche quality. Issey Miyake Noir Ambre. Ugh. Man, what I have to do this list. Please help me. The air conditioning. Number one, let me finish with the favorite fragrance of mine. When I remember how much I loved it from day one, I just reviewed a fragrance which is a dupe of this, but I think this is my top 5 fragrance of all time. Angel Share by Kilian. By Kilian. This is a fragrance. I think the 100 ml is out. I'll buy one of these. But imagine James Bond is sitting, with Eva Green. I love Eva Green. She is my dream woman, like one of them. I have so many dream women. Salma Hayek, her, or I would say Natalie Portman a little bit, Catherine Zeta-Jones, you name it. There are many ladies out there I love. Okay, so what I like about Eva Green, she is wild. I put recently her picture in one of the 300 movie, poster, that wild scene. But Eva Green, I know her since the movie called The Dreamers, okay, or Just Dreamers. Crazy movie, watch it, you'll love her. Okay, so Eva Green in a James Bond film, and James Bond is wearing that, tie, bow tie. He is playing poker and or blackjack, whatever he plays, and he's winning with his charm and smile, and she's watching from far with a drink. This is the scenario I would imagine. He is wearing this. It's a bit sweet, a boozy and oak, and this kind of smells there. Maybe a little bit of tobacco. This is one of the best fragrances in my lifetime. I tried. Okay, so Angel Share is my number one. I would think James Bond is wearing this, in a romantic scenario. Oh, okay, let me finish it like that because I am soaked inside, man. That jacket is heavy for summer. Anyway, thanks for watching, and do let me know what you feel. Even I was wearing like a fake watch all this time. This is James Bond Omega watch. I really wish I could buy the original someday. This is a AAA grade, which is great, not bad at all. But this is not automatic. But yeah, I do love James Bond, man. I wish I could drive the cars he did drive, and James Bond is a dream character, right? But anyway, do let me know what you felt about this list. It's a bit too long video, but I enjoyed doing it. Hopefully you appreciate, and have a nice day. Stay safe. One last thing, yesterday I did something terrible after a long time. I don't know why I did that. I smoked. I quit smoking like 6-7 years back. Long time it's been. Last time I had it like so many years back, and I just don't know why I did that. It just, oh man, the guard. Oh god. Anyway, so guys, don't smoke. I'm just gonna tell you, it's a terrible idea. Never again. Just enjoy your life. Eat, drink normal stuff. Don't drink cold stuff, iced. You're gonna suffer in summer. Okay. Take care, guys. See you soon. Love you all. Bye bye.